If you are still in the earlier days of your marketing career, if you haven't yet started maybe, or if you just simply want to avoid the mistakes that I have made in the past, or just want to take the lessons from my experience, then keep on watching. This video is for you. Number one thing that I wish I knew before I started my career in marketing, or my career in general, is to network as much as you can. And this seems and sounds so simple and obvious, yet it's something that most of us don't really do very successfully. So I personally don't consider myself an introvert. I'm not the most extroverted person that you might meet, but I'm somewhere in between, and I really like to meet people. However, I did not know how important it is to meet a lot of people earlier on in my career and in my university days as well. Whoever you meet in your life is a potential opportunity and a friend and a mentor. So always keep this in mind and try to get to know as many people as you can throughout your life, and especially when we're talking about your career. So where can you meet people? You can meet them through LinkedIn, Twitter, Angel.co, Facebook, wherever you can think of as an online platform, you can actually meet people. If you are a shy person, if you're introverted, I know this might seem a little difficult to do. I actually personally don't feel super comfortable in an environment where I don't know anyone and I need to go ahead and introduce myself. I do feel shy, but I always think to myself, what could be the worst case scenario? What could they potentially tell me or do that I would feel rejected? Second thing that I wish I knew is to choose a specialty and make it your profession. This is super critical, and this is something that I have really benefited from, especially last year when I moved to Toronto and when I was in a completely new job market and I was looking for a job. The fact that I specialized in inbound marketing was the key factor that helped me get a job in no time when I moved here. Something that is super important is to understand that there are many areas that you can specialize in, but I highly recommend that you specialize in something and have that as your superpower, because this is super critical when you're in a job search situation, or also when you are trying to create your personal brand, which is number 3 on my list of 5 things I wish I knew. So what do I mean when I say being a personal brand? Always remember that you are a brand, so make sure you are acting like one. And please take note of this sentence. Let's repeat this again. You are a brand, so act like one. We live in an era where resumes are no longer sufficient on their own, and I speak from experience. You might think otherwise, but I truly believe this is the case in today's world. The first thing when we hear someone's name is nowadays go ahead and search on Google, and whenever they search for your name on Google, they expect to find something. Especially if you are going to pursue a career in digital marketing, I think this is very important, and you might again disagree with me, but coming from experience, okay, that's the sound of the baby. I need to go. Okay, so now that this little munchkin is up, I have a guest in the second half of this video. So I hope you enjoy her little face as well. So what was I saying? Yes, personal brand. Work on your personal brand and start establishing an online presence and an online image that you are satisfied with. That's number 3. Moving on to number 4, be very proactive, digitally active, and curious. So I'm not sure if this really needs an explanation, but what I mean is just be very open to constant learning and experimenting. Keep yourself up to date with business trends and news in the industry. Finally, number 5, take online courses and gain new skills. It's never too early to start taking courses, even if your age is pretty young. Even if you are actually studying marketing in school, I still think that these online courses can really help you to gain new skills and actually gain new practical skills. What does this mean? You can take courses about how a software is used. You can also learn about Google AdWords, how to use LinkedIn to generate leads, how to create content for YouTube. All of these things that are more practical than what you are probably learning at school, because I have also taken marketing courses and they were more broad and theoretical in my opinion. So if you take a look at the online courses, these will really help to again, gain practical skills that you can actually use in your career. And finally, I want to give a bonus one. Again, this is not specific to marketing, but something I wish I knew before I started my career in general. That is to never let no ruin your day. So in the beginning of our careers, we are just more vulnerable, sensitive, and scared. We don't want to reach out as we do in the further years of our career. We are more affected by hearing the word no because overall we are just less courageous and less self-confident. We think a no is a final no, and let me tell you, it definitely isn't, and I'm coming at you from experience with this one. I have applied to so many jobs in the earlier days of my career and heard just radio silence or no's, a lot of no's. And it's okay. No simply means that you can try again later on, you can improve yourself, you can try another way, or you can just move ahead and skip to the second option. Know that you have the potential and power to change that no and make it into a yes. Yes, man.